Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors past, present and future and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Very gloomy day outside today. It looks like we're going to get some rain and I think the forecast is rain for the next couple of days. So thank you for joining me. Okay, entertainment only. First up, I want to have a look at thank you for all your messages in regards to the shooter at Bondi. I want to have a little look at things behind that particular episode. Absolutely horrific. Um, I believe at this stage there are 16 who have passed, ranging from age from 10 through into their 80s, including one of the rabbis that was conducting the Hanukkah ceremony. It's just like, this. We say this doesn't happen in our part of the world, but it does. Back in 2019, there was a horrific mosque massacre in Christchurch in New Zealand, where I believe 51 lost their lives. Religion has so much to answer for, and it's not religion itself, it's the use of religion for hatred and despising others. So what I actually am going to have a little look at is that apparently it was a father and son. The father was taken down by police. Well, they both were, but the son is in hospital in a serious condition. The father didn't make it. Now, I do apologise about using sort of fairly what probably seems like placid language. It's for the censors in regards to YouTube. So there were actually two IEDs found near the scene, so explosive devices are found near the scene and made safe as well. There was also a black ISIS flag near the scene as well. And I actually just want to have a little bit of a look in regards to I'm going to say Netanyahu, and it's just one of the I'm trying really hard not to appear to take advantage of the situation. But what's happened is all the world leaders pretty much have come out and expressed sympathy. Our own Prime Minister has come out very strongly in regards to this. But what's happened is that the Australian Prime Minister's stance on what is happening in the Gaza Israel area is pretty much, stop the genocide and create a separate state, a safe separate state for the Palestinian people. Now, what's happened is that Netanyahu's come out and basically, he hasn't even basically, he's come out and said that that statement made by the Australian Prime Minister has caused this event and poured fuel on the fire and blah 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 blah, the usual. No, it didn't. Absolutely no, it didn't. It's the likes of Netanyahu and his comments that pour fuel onto the fire, but that's just my personal attitude. And as I split the deck to start the reading, I've got the Seven of Wands on the back foot, but defensive, trying to take the higher position. I mean, we know he's up in front of the Israeli Criminal Court on the High Court on terrible corruption charges, and we have the Nine of Swords as well, the nightmare situation potentially that he's under. But I want to have a look. My question is, and goodness me, the man who was in his 40s who took down one of the gunmen, like grabbed him from behind, not armed. He owns a fruit shop, father of two that owns a fruit shop in Sydney, full, absolutely heartfelt kudos to him. There will not be an honour high enough to acknowledge what he actually did. But let's have a look. My question is, was in any way, because my feels is, and the cards have been saying over and over again, right from when it started, um, that Netanyahu was partially behind the attack that took place in Israel. I mean, the music festival was an extended by a day and moved very close to the border. There were warnings that were issued by the intelligence agencies and ignored by the Netanyahu government. And then that's what started the Gaza invasion. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is anyway just the fact that there were two explosive devices found nearby, and that there was a very convenient ISIS flag nearby as well. The father and son had not been flagged by police. I believe the father had his gun license, but um, semi-automatics are pretty much, very, very legally tightly controlled. But if you're in the black market, I suspect anything is possible. But was Netanyahu behind this attack to, in any way, try and undermine the Australian government's position? Because Australia punches above its weight politically on the world stage. So let's have a look. Come on down. Okay. The magician, the manifestation, the manipulation, the doing something over here to distract from over there. It's pretty much a yes card to start with. Deep sigh. Challenged by the King of Cups, and this would be our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, because he feels challenged by Anthony Albanese for whatever reason, possibly because he's the voice of, very, if I say the voice of reason, or should I say a reasonable voice, a voice of temperance, a voice of peace. Yeah, I'm going to say yes, he does, because for whatever reason, he's feeling challenged by Anthony Albanese. Now, I don't know what star sign Anthony Albanese is. The kings tend not to be star signs for me. Well, because astrology sort of goes in one ear and out the other. I love it, except that it doesn't stick in the middle. And your moon sign and your ascending are very, very powerful as well. So, okay, yes, I'm going to say yes, because for whatever reason he felt threatened or challenged by the Australian Prime Minister. Because I'm just going to say he's all beat up. The guardrails of corruption charges against him are standing. Notice whenever he's supposed to appear in court, he always takes off overseas to meet one of his buddies, like the Orange Twerp or Barn or someone along those lines, or he suddenly gets food poisoning, or he suddenly blah, 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 because he's pretty much down to his last options. So this is very much about bringing forth a plan in a surrender position, because the guardrails are holding. Okay, let's see where they go. The energy in the past is highly emotional. However, there could be information coming out. The eye here, 4 eyes. US is no longer considered one of the 5 eyes. I'm going to do a reading on information that's come out there overnight as well. The fish circling, the money, the power. But we're in this full moon, new moon stage at the moment as well. I think it's new moon on the 19th. So we're in this almost midway, coming towards the new moon stage as well. So highly emotive. It's about partnerships as well, fertile partnerships, and a cleansing as well. Okay, let's see where we go with this. Right, so we've got the Ace of Cups, and crowning the reading, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. taking an opportunity to try and show strength. Potentially holding on to a position. I mean, we're not in an election year. We're not even close to an election year. We had our elections mid last year, but this is very much taking an opportunity to appear strong. Okay, immediate future. The Eight of Cups, loss and walking away. It's not gonna hold water in Australia. We're just not like that. There will be an element in society that will see it make up stories about why this occurred, claiming it was an anti-Semitic attack, claiming it was, Palestinians that did it and all the rest of it. For whatever reason, it's not going to hold water in Australia. Our police force, our federal police, our state police will do a very thorough, our ASIO, our spy agencies, will do an incredibly thorough investigation, and it will be an honest investigation, and the findings will be presented. Both our state and our federal governments at the moment are under progressive governments, not these conservative ones that are causing all sorts of issues around the world. So I'm just getting, this awful loss. But full moon here. The moon shines a light to reveal the truth. And going to walk away from the spin. Yeah, connecting the dots. Eight of Pentacles. So we've got Eight of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. Connecting the dots. The jigsaw puzzle coming together. There might even be a money trail leading here. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. Be careful what you wish for, because the rat is going to poop in your cup. So we've got the two nines here between, with the two eights in between. A progression. Okay, let's see where we go. Hopes and fears fully the circuit, and this was about Netanyahu. Fear that it's going to be fully exposed. It can be traced back. And I really think that the Australian police, both on the state and federal level, and the spy agency are going to put the jigsaw pieces together and trace it back. The outcome: Seven of Swords, betrayal, lies, deceit, stealing of the truth by the devil. Yeah, can I just say, I'm pretty sure he's behind this. But then we've got the Queen of Swords. The truth will come forward about this betrayal, the Five of Swords, about this betrayal, about the, might even go to the International Criminal Court, remembering that the head of the International Criminal Court is a female. The Five of Swords, betrayal, deceit, lies, just, oh gosh. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles being cast out in the cold and strung upside down, the Hanged Man. And there we've got, well, it's my Russia card, but those sorts of connections with the government, with the higher authorities. This could also be female figure bringing forth, and it could be the ICC. Okay, well, let's have a little bit of a further look on this. The Four of Cups, bringing forward and disappointment, the information that comes forward. Got three cups here, three cups spilt here, the one cup here, the one cup here. I think there are going to be connections made, the Eight of Swords, and then the Seven of Wands, and then the Eight of Wands, and then the World card. I think he's underestimated. Far out, man. Sorry, that seems to be, Holy Crumbs just doesn't seem strong enough now. We're up to far out, man. It is not only 5-point harness time, it is put your crash helmets on and your fireproof, clothing. Yeah, even though poker shuffling, Ace of Wands telling me big yes, Sun card, big yes. What's poking out there? Oh, there you go. Ace of Swords, big yes. Yes, 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 in all ways. Yeah, and it's going to be traced, it's going to be found out and it's going to turn into a nightmare situation for Netanyahu, hopefully. What really set off the alarm bells in regards to this for me was the inclusion of the two explosive devices nearby, which very much that's triggered my alarm bells as to it being a profession of judgment card. Judgment, Three of Cups. There will be a third person. Now, the police have come out and said they are investigating a third person. There will be three of them. It was a father and son, and there will be a third that they will uncover. So tell me, how will the police investigation go on this? Right, the signifier is the death card. Yes, death. A lot of it. 16 at this count. How will the police investigation work? Well, there is working together on both the state and federal level in regards to this, but it may also be some sort of agreement that is uncovered as well. The Nine of Cups, again, thought it had it all lined up in a row, but you've got the rat up there, the rat pooping in the cup at the top. The challenge is that the rat is pooping in the cup. There's something not right here. I'm wondering whether because it was the father that was unalived by police and the son might. I'll have a look at that in a moment. The Ten of Wands, so the police investigation, it's not going to be easy. There will be a lot of information that comes in, a lot of messaging that comes in that they have to try and coordinate and get to the finish line. In the past, at the moment, on the back foot defensive because but does have the potentially higher ground here. Warding off, I'm just going to say warding off the media. I mean, the media in Australia is very good for asking the difficult questions. And one of the difficult questions will be, why was this not prevented? You've got the High Priestess. There's going to be hidden agendas revealed, the energy over this at the moment. Something discovered that is currently hidden. The Eight of Swords. So how's the investigation going to go? Well, they do have one in custody at the moment. This might be the second one because this is the future. They've already got one in custody. This might be the second that is taken into custody. Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands, a lot of information coming out very quickly. Again, two eights. And it will have internally, the World card, it will have international reaches. ASIO will be involved. Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth, and the hopes and fears coming forward, the outcome. Five of Cups. Three cups down, two still standing, loss, disappointment, heartbreak. The Lovers. An agreement, the fading misogynistic energy. Three involved. I just get this, there are three involved. King of Cups, Albanese. He's not involved. Trust me, he's not involved. Two of Wands. A difficult, a choice that needs to be made about which path to follow, the higher ground or the darkness. Going to be some sort of King of Wands, some sort of action being taken, positive action that will be Page of Cups, and unexpected news that comes out about a government or a lying, stealing, betraying, devil energy government that potentially funded this. Six of Pentacles and a Tower moment. Mercenary and the Wheel of Fortune turning. I can't shake the feeling that this was... Right, we've got the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords, so some sort of agreement that was made. I think this might be the father and son. The Two of Swords, Four of Swords, the father passed, having a reflection. Then we've got the Fool, the foolishness or a new journey. Then we've got the King of Swords. Bringing forth the truth, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords, Two of Swords and the Justice card. There's going to be some... This is a false victory card here. For me, it always is. Nobody's cheering, nobody's celebrating, nobody's supporting this person on this uncomfortable throne or this uncomfortable horse that looks like it's about to bolt. ICC, Ten of Swords, Justice, decision that needs to be made in regards to justice, but I think going to go ahead with it. So what I want to ask is, I think the Australian agencies are going to find out the connections back to a certain somebody. Six of Swords and Ten of Swords there. Taking it overseas. Will something about this end up in the ICC? And there's that Two of Swords again. Decision will need to be made. Will something about this incident end up back in the International Criminal Court? Keep it fairly open. The Hanged Man. The Chariot. The Seven of Cups. So we've got stopped, hung upside down, the money shook out. Then we've got movement forward, slow. I mean, it will be grindingly slow, but here we've got sort of smoke and mirrors and delusion and poor choices. Seven of Pentacles, so we've got the two sevens, which is like a culmination before the ending starts, an inability to harvest. The Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, entrapment by the information that comes out. Well, first two cards out were yes cards, and then we've got the Moon card. I think yes. I think betrayal. Betrayal. By the wannabe emperor. And there is the jigsaw puzzle pieces coming together, and the Fool, and the legal action, the King of Swords, the King of Cups. We'll have to make a decision which way they go with this. And then we've got the King of Wands taking action. I think it will. And on the bottom, we've got the Seven of Swords, the betrayal, the deceit, the lies, the Hierophant, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the World card. A lot of information that will come out. That will be there will be strength in the information, and then the Page of Swords. Then Two of Pentacles, payment coming from overseas to make some sort of arrangement by the Magician, the manipulation. And then we've got the Five of Swords, the betrayal, deceit, abuse. The Five of Wands, the throwing under the bus. The dark money trail with the Three of Pentacles. It just keeps going. Yeah, I do. As disgusting as it is, and I take no side in this, and I take absolutely no. My guides wanted me to have a look at this. Yeah, I am, as I'm poker shuffling justice. I think there was an overseas, let me just put it this way, an overseas influence about this. Oh, and then we've got Four of Swords and Four of Pentacles, trying to keep it hidden. Trying to stay on the down low, trying to sort of sneak out of camp. Okay, is there a third person? Just very quickly. Is there a third person? We've got a whistleblower, and I think it's going to be the son after his father was unalived. Okay, let's have a look. Is there a third person, and if so, what will happen to them? The third person that police are seeking. I'm seeing trying to get through the airport. Two of Pentacles, yes, came in from overseas. Challenged by the Eight of Wands, shining a light, quick action, something happening really quickly. Strength in the foundation in the past. So was there a third person? Ten of Pentacles in the past, oligarchical money and or legacy, end of a legacy, crowning the reading, the Star card. The best of, okay, where's this going? The Four of Cups. Was there a third person? I mean, this is telling me, yes, there was. The Four of Cups. Not wanting to accept what is being presented. Three Cups here. See where this goes. Nine of Pentacles. Wealthy individuals externally, internally. The Four of Swords, trying to stay on the down low, but also this can be internal reflection. The Queen of Swords and the hopes and fears, the outcome of partnership. Sword of Truth. And the Nine of Cups again. Card of the reading. The rat pooping in the cup. Be careful what you wish for. And Page of Swords, a whistleblower. I think, yes, there is a third person. The Fool, the Money Trail, Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Mercenary. Sorry, I just got a flash of, I keep getting the airport. They may already be out of the country, is what I'm getting. Did they? I know I've got the yes, no cards, but I just want to have a look, see. Oh, gosh, the Devil and then the Moon card. Oh, gosh. The Moon and Magician both flashed up at me. Okay. Are they already out of the country? Just quickly. Are they already, you want that one, Two of Swords, not yet. Are they already out of the country? Two of Swords, Strength. Are they already out of the country? And the Tower. I don't think they, I don't think, oh, there's the Devil. There's the being forced to surrender and present information about what happened, Seven of Swords. No, I don't think I don't think they've managed to, and I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to, oh gosh, please, 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 yes. Hopefully they will get them. Just awful, awful. And, you know, sorry if it feels callous or sounds callous, me having a look. I just feel this is bigger than just two people having a vendetta. Entertainment only. Sorry to say that as well. It just sounds so callous, but yeah, heart goes out. Please, in this time of turmoil, it's not time to be talking about hatred or blame or anything. I mean, there are people to blame, but it is we have to make sure that we direct it at those who are actually to blame, not lump a whole ethnicity or culture or background in together. Okay, love to you all. Take care.